I feel that when we moved into the area, that it was not a flood area. This has been brought about by the growth of the city. Since the city is responsible for my flooding situation, it's my opinion that the city has a moral obligation to protect our homes in this area.
Are you against the preservation of the natural ecology of the area and the trees and the other natural beings that, animals and such, small animals?
Oh, absolutely not. The fact that when we moved into our home, there was not a single tree in that yard. Today we have 21 beautiful towering trees that are reaching toward the skies. We love the beauty, we love the nature, and that's why we selected that area. But this can be protected by channelization, and the beauty will not be destroyed. We've seen that same thing here in Dallas before.
What can we do about crime in the cities, or why is it so higher in the cities?
Crime has always been a city pattern. The criminal pattern, as we call it, is characteristic of the city. First of all, the city is very selective of age groups. And you have a tremendous concentration of the young, shall we say, from 17 to 26, and crime is a youthful type of the robber, the thief, the very aggressive individual who can be a successful criminal. I'm not speaking of crimes of passion. It tends to be very young, and this particular group are concentrated in city settings. And since our population has become ever younger, and our population generally, of course, has grown, we have a reflection of this in an enlarged crime rate.
I think we're going to have to bring the scientists, the doctors, the psychiatrists, the people that have the answers to a lot of these questions, get them on a team that is going to have to call on law enforcement, public officials at the local, state, and federal level, the people from the medical profession, the young people themselves, reformed addicts, people who can tell the story, can tell it like it is, that speed does kill, that these drugs are going to ruin these young people's lives. We're going to have to take a very serious look at our criminal code of procedure as far as drugs are concerned. I'm for changing the penalty provision as far as marijuana is concerned, because I think by using a misdemeanor to punish these people, we can bring about swift punishment instead of 12 and 18 months delay. We can probably have a deterrent effect on these kids immediately and maybe get them out of the drug arena rather than talk about sending them to the penitentiary. But we're going to have to toughen our laws on our pushers. Texas is going to have to become known as a state that's tough on pushers. And when I mean tough, I mean as severe penalties as we can develop in this state for people who are selling these drugs to the young people. We not only need children and young people education courses in drugs, we need adult education. And particularly we need our public school teachers, the people who deal with these children's lives each day, to have exposure to education in drugs and narcotics. And I'm going to propose a one-day education program where every school teacher in Texas will have an opportunity to have exposure to the things the states are doing, the thing that we need to do in informing our young people about drugs.
If something happened and the federal government abandoned this center, I think it has a very important and vital role to play in the future of treatment and rehabilitation in our state drug program. Dr. Jernigan and his very fine staff here, people that we could not afford to lose. Their talent cannot leave Texas. We need an institution such as this in our state framework.
Governor, this for a long time has become obvious has needed a champion. It's not going to be a popular position, and it's going to take a tough man who makes some unpopular decisions among some people until they get to the point where they understand. Are you willing to take that role?
Well, Bob, I don't think in 1970 that this state can afford leadership in any high public office that's looking at what's politically popular. We're going to have to do what's right, and attacking this drug problem is the right thing to do, and it's one of the most important problems in our society today. And I don't care about the political repercussions. I care about these young people that are using these drugs and the lives that it's destroying and what it's doing into our society, and that's what my concern is, and not what's going to happen at the polls.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
On Easter Sunday, this department store is closed, not mandatorily, but rather as a matter of choice. When the state of Texas passed laws prohibiting consecutive Saturday and Sunday opening of certain businesses, a new corporation was formed which, on paper at least, bought all the merchandise of this store and others like it and sold it under the corporate name of Sundeco. The Tarrant County District Attorney's Office went to court and won an injunction prohibiting Sundeco from opening. District Judge Walter Jordan ruled that the store must close either Saturday or Sunday. The Second Court of Civil Appeals has now overturned that ruling, saying that the presumption of the law is that Cook Sundeco has done nothing illegal and does not intend to anything illegal. The case now goes back to Judge Jordan for another hearing. Barring any further legal action, this store will be bustling with spring shoppers come next Sunday. Art Sinclair, Channel 8 News, Fort Worth.
I think the renovation of the downtown area of Dallas is extremely attractive. The high-rise buildings, there are also very many beautiful homes. I think there needs to be a getting together of people at different levels. I think there's too much cleavage within the city itself, a very wealthy concentration of people who are interested in their particular neighborhood rather than the city as a whole, and ghettos and should we say, concentrated poor areas that need renovation. However, this is true of many other cities. Dallas is perhaps closer to northern types of cities in its structure compared to, say, Houston and other Texan cities. But the problem is not true only of Dallas. It is happening all over the world. And I think saving cities is part of saving civilization itself in a way.